In 2015, I dug a huge hole in my garden, practically turning it into a quarry. Inside this hole, we started to construct a metal underground bunker. The end result was absolutely fantastic. 3 years ago, in secret, I started digging a tunnel which would go from my workshop to my house and eventually onto the bunker in the back garden. And this is where we're at. So, my name is colinfurze, and as you can see, over the past 3 years, I've been digging a secret underground tunnel from here in my shed up into my house. Now, if this is the first video you've watched, go and check out my channel. There is 7 videos documenting this whole process, and drop a subscribe because it's a lovely thing to do. Now, in the last video, we actually dug up and got in the house from the tunnel. Amazing. But in this video, we want to get this whole piece connected and completely finished. From the shed to the house, done. Nothing else to do, done. Cupboard done, entrance in the house done, everything is done. Now, if you want to support the channel other than subscribing, there is a Furze Mining Company t-shirts and merch available on the colinfurzeshop.com, and also this video is sponsored by Surfshark. More about them at a later point in the video. Right, where are we at first? Alrighty then, so we are fully dug out. What we need to do now is we need to get the line from our house walls upstairs down here, so when we can flay the floor down, it all comes to here, it all meets up properly, and everything is completely where it needs to be, so it's a nice straight, and up into the house we go! Right, laser level, dropping bits down, spirit leveling, yeah! Start by laying a subframe that's welded to the outer walls. This gives us a good, solid, level base to lay the floor sheets on and gives more support when fabricating the walls. Mesh is added to hold back the concrete, stopping it from going to places it's not wanted. With all the floor and wall sheets plasma cut to size, it's time to roll back the carpet, open the big hatch and lower them down with the tunnel's inbuilt hydraulic winch. Ooh, very fun. With the floor fitted, I can now mark out where the walls needed to be positioned to line up with the house above. Okay, it is a total fluke, but to the corner of the pantry in the house down here, from there to there, is exactly 2 sheets. Exactly. Even the little gap that you need for welding, it is exactly 2 sheets. Like I said, complete fluke. That. Right, that's got the walls up. Very nice. Starts to feel a bit more like a tunnel when you put these things up. Now, I know what you're thinking. Colin, you've left a gap here. Wow. This is actually going to be a T-junction because I want to go this way as well to the forward of the house to give me some more options. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. But of course, now if this is a T-junction, we've got a right fangled, weird ceiling bit to do here. A little bit like we did with the corner. We've got to do that sort of twice. It's got to intersect into itself. And we're going to do that. But what about this? So this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Not this shark, the VPN is a virtual private network, and Surfshark is an app which you download onto your device just like any other app. It keeps your online identity safe by encrypting all of the information sent from your device to the internet, so keeping all your data protected from cyber criminals and big companies. You can also set it up so Surfshark sends you alerts if it detects your password to being hacked.
Isn't this just for hardcore computer users though?
No, Tom, anyone can benefit. It's safer when you're using public Wi-Fi, you get extra antivirus protection, and you get truly organic search results. It's exactly what you need. So, click the link in the description, using my code, you'll get 83% off, and the first 3 months are free. 83% off? Boom! What an offer, Furs! What an offer! Right, let's get back to working out how we're going to do this tunnel roof. Okay, made a wonderful jig here. This is basically mimicking the roof that we've got down there in the tunnel. So what we're going to do, we're going to lay the sheets of metal over this and then basically use this as like a template to like scribe a line up it where it will be cut for this intersection. Cut it out, do that bit, check it all, because hopefully this is going to be a lot easier to do this up here than what it would be, of course, down there where you've not got any room. Now the roof plates themselves are made from 2mm steel, which we have to slip roll into a lovely curve in the garage, which is clearly not big enough for this operation. With the sheets mounted on my false roof ringy things, it's just a case of marking out the curves, cutting them out, and then hoping it fits. Okay, we think we're about there. It obviously needs to pop itself into position a bit more, but I think we're going to get it much better than that up here. Right, let's go and see if it fits on the roof. Okay, made a lovely job of that. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Now, of course, it's only tack welded at the moment. You can't be not impressed with that. And look at it from above here, look. It looks like a weird train. Awesome, yeah, I'll give you a bit more light. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Right, next job, we're going to send these walls up towards the house. We're not going to go full height. We're going to go just underneath the foundation ledge so we can get this all supported, and then we can chimble that off and then go up the rest of the way. Progress is good. Right, she's all welded up. So we're concreting today up to about that height there. Boom. The concrete is poured down the holes, which while building the tunnel is actually our ventilation system. And through a mixture of gravity and vibrating the tunnel, it moves itself into all the little nooks and crannies. Should we think there's any air pockets anywhere, then I've resorted to drilling a hole, vibrating next to it, so it all comes bubbling out and gets rid of any air pockets. Now, the mesh, even though you'd think it would flow through it, actually holds the concrete back pretty well. With the concrete going off, we paint the floor, put the insulation in, thread the cables in, put the plywood on. What a lovely job. Right, that's got it all cemented up, floors down, it looks finished, it's a lovely job. Now, next on the list, we've got to get rid of this ledge, this little bit of foundation. As you can see, it's all getting in the way, it's got to go. Now, we can chop that up now and hammer it a bit harder because we've got the support underneath it, which we didn't have before. So we've got to get rid of that. But also, I've spied another opportunity. If we put a duct underneath the kitchen floor here, we can then put some pipes up near the boiler and possibly have central heating down here. Oh, yeah! So, with a nice board to stand on, I then started digging what is the most loosest, driest dirt we'd come across in the whole project. We then core drilled down through the tiles, through the concrete, into our little void, slipped some metal in there to stop things blocking it, and voila, we have a route for pipe. Why don't you say nothing? Right, that's got the ducts done. Next job, get rid of this foundation ledge. That's got rid of that. We've even put a little gas pipe in because we're going to reroute that and send it under our duct. Next up, put some more steel round, bring it up, and then concrete round that. And then it's nearly ready for the trapdoor. There's nothing sacred. This is United States of Generica. This is United States. Oh, putting the cement in. It is finally concreted up as much as possible. Concrete is done. Thank goodness. This bit, if I'm honest with you, it's been a complete pain. If you're thinking about tunnelling up into your own house, come up in a bigger room, it'll make your life so much easier. Right, now put these little cover plates in so we can get access to the plumbing when we need to do that. The ladder, I've made that as a YouTube short, which will be uploaded after this video at some point, so subscribe so you don't miss those. Basically, all we've got to have to do now is to put another frame around the top here, which brings it up to floor level, just like this, look, out of this thicker stuff. And then basically we're going to fix in that, the floor and the hatch. And I want to make that removable because, you know, you might want to do something interesting here. Fireman's pole lift. Got any suggestions? Stick it in the comments. Right, let's get on with that. At last, I finally got a pantry floor back. Right, next job, we're going to put some steel liner round the wall so it kind of blends from tunnel to house. But before we do that, we're going to put some chases down for the electric so we can switch the light on I'm going to put in the pantry from the tunnel and from the cupboard. I've also moved the gas pipe. That's gone very nicely into our duct under the floor here. Excellent job. Right, let's put some steel round. So we added silicone to the back of the steel as well as screwing it to the wall. This was basically done instead of welding because in the future if we change a lift or do anything in here, it might need to come off.